All right. Derek said, where's Stephen from?
Louisville.
You tell us where you're from, because in Kentucky we battle that
we're
a little
so
bit.
redneck. Everybody else says it right, and we make fun of them for saying it wrong, for saying it correctly as if we're right. That's
Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
Bridget says Louisville.
Because I had a professor in college. Thank you. I needed that grace this morning. You'll make fun of me, but I don't
think
say
it's
it.
right.
I don't think anybody knows what's right about it anymore. They give
a little
up.
confusion. Maybe we need to walk up there and redeem that.
Oh, goodness. Stephen, if you had a sandwich named after you, what would it be called?
Come on now.
And what would be on the sandwich?
Well, everything Mick is already taken with the sandwich, so it's like, I don't know what to do.
Your last name is McWhirter.
The McWhirter witch? I don't know what I would call it. Because they're all taken. Thanks, McDonald's. That was my moment.
Appreciate that. Are you a foodie?
Oh, yes.
So
because I'm a human. I love food.
So,
but yeah.
Where do you go to?
Louisville is a really foodie city.
No, it is. Big time.
It's like one of the top 5, apparently, in the entire United States. Don't look that up. I might be wrong. So
no,
a liar.
There's a lot. Have you been to the Super Chef? That's a cool place to be.
Yep.
So if you're gonna pick, you got them. You get to pick. What would be on your plate? What would you go? This is a Stephen meal.
Oh my gosh, I love Indian food.
Okay.
Yeah, chicken tikka masala, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Just down the street from the station, there's India Oven.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right. Good stuff.
It's good.
I'll be the judge of that. I'm just playing. Sounds good. Sounds good. I like Indian food. I don't know.
So, sandwich-wise, would you build a Dagwood, or would you go really?
You're obsessed with the sandwich situation.
No, because it's gonna tell us a lot about you.
Like French dips. You ever do those, like the French dips, like the baguette with the roast beef and the cheese?
Yeah.
And the dip, and you dip it, and it's delicious. That's wonderful. Right. It's like a beef dip thing. Oh, whatever. But you would love it. You get it at McAllister's even.
McAllister's. There we go.
Nick. You're right. I have an issue there. Okay,
it's good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
You pour out so much. You were sharing with us. You don't typically tour. How do you stay fresh, fun, and not? Because you're dealing with a lot.
I mean, I don't tour in the sense that people think of tour. I'm gone almost every weekend, like 4-day weekends. Mm-hmm. But it's like events, churches, worship nights where I share my story, I worship, and we see people come to Jesus.
So awesome. Heavy stuff.
Well, yeah.
So how do you stay fresh? How do you have fun, Stephen? How do you have fun?
Yeah.
Come on now, give it up.
It's funny. I think people, when you travel as much as you do, the funnest thing in the world is just to be home and sit and watch TV or just be with your family. It's when I get home, my wife's like, "Oh, you're home. Let's go horseback riding." I'm like, "Oh my God, no!" But it's like I like video games. I like all those things. Don't judge me. But
you're not judging.
I'm simple in that way. I think I'm so task oriented as a person. It's hard for me to rest. So it has to be something that forces my mind to shut off, right? So
I gotcha.
If you had $100,000, would you start your own?
No, I don't. I'm just kidding.
Or if you were given $100,000,
I don't.
Would you start your own charity, your own nonprofit, or would you give it to one that already exists?
Well, I would, and this is going to sound so place on whatever. I don't know if you guys partner with one of these or not, but One Child is a child sponsorship ministry that I'm an artist with, and so I have a 501c3 that you used to use for a long time, but I literally have a big thing that just says stop donating to me and sponsor a child. So yeah. I would do that.
Awesome. Have you been on a trip with them? Or
I did. My 19-year-old and I went to the DR and got to hang out with all those kids. It was amazing, man. It's the real deal, All
right, this is going to tell us a whole lot in addition to the sandwich. This is going to tell us a whole lot about you. You're going to be on a team. Help me out, Derek. He's going to be on a team. Would you want to be the worst person on the best team? Or you going to be the best person on the worst team?
Oh my gosh!
Come on! This is soul.
Person on the best team, so I can phone it in. Because you said team, so immediately I think it's going to be some kind of a sports situation.
Right, yeah.
And I'm sports handicapped, so I'm like, put the thing in the other thing, go sports ball. So I need to be just like carried by a team. You know what I mean? So that's it. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
right.
No.
Love it. More with Stephen McWhirter on the CFR Morning Show.